Alrighty, hey guys, this is Think Outside the Cube, and this is just going to be a quick little update video on our Jeep, and you won't really see the Jeep in it because there's a reason. Well, my brother was driving, he was driving to a town over, so it was probably going to be like a 30-minute drive or something like that. So he was driving the Jeep, and then all of a sudden, it started to steam. And so he pulls over, and the water pump had blown up, and so coolant was all over the engine bay. And we later found out that one of the tie rods on one of the cylinders is broken. So long story short, it's over $1,000 worth of work on the car to get it flatbedded to the dealer and all this kind of stuff. But thankfully, since we bought the Jeep right when the whole bankruptcy thing was happening, it's all covered under our lifetime powertrain warranty that we have. So this is the first pretty big deal that we've had with the Jeep. The only other problems we have had with it were just like software issues that that were updated once we got to the dealer. Long story short, the Jeep is in the shop for a good 2 to 3 weeks. And so Chrysler is paying for us to have a rental car, and that is what you see in front of us. Now, we did have a Chevrolet Traverse 2LT. It was like a 2015. I mean, I wasn't fond of the car. It's nothing that I would spend that much money on, but I mean, it got us from point A to point B within 24 hours. But as I said, Chrysler wanted us to have a Chrysler product, and so this was the first thing that came in our local enterprise. As you can see, I'm out here in rural eastern North Carolina, as always. But I'm out here visiting just some relatives, and so I thought I'd come outside and get a quick video of it just to make sure I had something of it before it left, just in case the Jeep was finished early or something like that. So yes, this is our 2014 Dodge Charger SE Fleet. It's basically as base as you can get on a Dodge Charger. As you can see, no fog lights or anything like that. I'll do a complete tour later on. But yes, it does have the smart key system. It has these gigantic key fobs. But see, what I don't understand is, why are you going to give us 2 key fobs, but put them on 1 keychain? I mean, like, that defeats the purpose of it. And then you have to carry around these gigantic 2 key fobs. Like, that's just really stupid. And so, as you can see, complete base model, no remote start or anything like that. Just lock, unlock, and trunk. Looking at the wheels, we are on Michelin Energy tires. These are P215 65R17, so 17-inch base model alloy wheels. The car is completely filthy. But a full review will be coming up if time permits. We actually drove this car over 300 miles yesterday up to Virginia and back in one day. And I drove half, and then my mom drove half. So it's safe to say that I've gotten a good taste about how this car performs out on the road. And so I feel like I could give a nice, accurate review of it. But coming inside, it's got this ugly beige cloth seats. But looking in, this model does have 32,920 miles on it. This rental is definitely nearing the end of its career. But of course, the typical no smoking stickers, all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, push button start, so just apply your foot to the brake and press the button to start. Alrighty, let's close the door. So, just to go over what happened yesterday, our trip info, we drove 334 miles yesterday, and then we averaged 31.1 yesterday when we got home. But ever since I've been driving it around with some friends and stuff, it's kind of gone down to 28.2. So, you know, this does have the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 in it, and so it is, it's got plenty of power for me. Like, it's more than adequate for something I would want. I would never want to, have to pay the price of the Hemi at the pump. This would be more than enough for my needs. Let's see if we can pop it with. But there we go, 3.6 with VVT. hood struts, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this thing goes 0 to 60 in probably the mid 6-second range, so it's no different than like a V6 family sedan. But you also do have to remember this thing almost weighs 4,000 pounds. So the Pentastar definitely has to work pretty hard to get this up to speed. But you know, it doesn't have to work too hard if I'm averaging 31 on the interstate with cruise set at 75. But as you can see, this one does have the base head unit and all that kind of stuff. Climate controls. I really hate this setup right here. I hate how you have to go to climate to control like your zones and stuff like that. I feel like this little cubby should have been taken up and this should be climate controls. You still have the controls on the screen if someone wants to use them that way, but you have the independent buttons right here. Okay, I shouldn't have to dig through menus. Let's say I leave it on radio. I have to go take my eyes off the road, click climate, click the zone button, and just click the zone I want and click done. That is way too many steps just to change the zones. I mean, it's crazy. And for this being $28,000, no automatic climate controls, really? I mean, you have dual zone, but there's no automatic button. It's just fan speed. I mean, it's stupid. But yes, I do have the window sticker back in the back. I'll show you guys that in the full tour. If I never get a chance to do a full tour of it, then I'll just I'll put the pictures of the window sticker on my Facebook page. But yes, thank you guys for watching this quick little update video of our 2014 Dodge Charger. Hopefully we'll have the Jeep back soon, but I'm definitely enjoying this rental in the meantime. So see you guys in my next video.